Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Red Cog Deluxe class. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both. That is even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And on the top, Transformers Legacy with a hook in between it. 8 and up. No window, plastic-free packaging. Takara Tomy, Generations Transformers Legacy. Red Cog. Not to be confused with Cog, because he's red and Cog is blue. Hasbro print Transformers Legacy Deluxe class. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print. Symbols I'm not going to learn. Barcode, and includes figure, 12 accessories, and instructions. On this side, nice robot mode artwork of Red Cog. And on this side, the Autobot portion of the Legacy artwork. Authentic Transformers Legacy. On the back, Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, Red Cog. And there he is in all his red glory. Both modes. All of his accessories transforms in 8 steps. And then separates into some pieces. Warning! Attention! Achtung! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that don't belong there. Don't give it to the babies. Some more small, fine, legalese print. Some Hasbro print right here. That thing. And some more made in Vietnam print. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure in its alt mode and his accessories. And here is the handy dandy instruction manual, which I will say, I don't know if it's this particular paper, but there is a little bit of blur to the illustrations, and I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, but there is a little bit of blur to it, but still the illustrations are clear enough to follow the directions if you don't already have a cog and know how to transform him. Again, I'm not a big fan of these colors. I like the colors of Buzzworthy Bumblebee and Kingdom. These are okay. And now let's take a look at the accessories. And here we have some kind of grenade-y thing. And there's 2 of those. And they're the same. You can flip one upside down and put them together and make a whole grenade. And then next up we have a long barrel. And it can be used to plug in this way, or it might can be used to plug in that way too. I'm not sure yet. That would be cool if it can do that. Here is another barrel, which looks like a 3-barreled Gatlin type barrel. And here's a perforated barrel. And here, I'm assuming this is a barrel also, but it's a tube. So there's that. Then we have this rifle, which really reminds me of Ultra Magnus's gun. And then we have this one. And we have this. And this one. These are pretty neat looking. It not really transformery looking, in my opinion. So I'm not sure what the aesthetic on that is. And then of course he has these guns that are part of his alt mode, and there's two of these. These are the same ones that came with Blue Cog, I guess we call him now. And then let's take a look at the alt mode. It's a Cybertronian vehicle of some type. And I will say this, on the Power Dasher Aragon and on this red cog, this piece where the front connects to the back is much tighter than Blue Cog. So whatever issue there was with that tolerance, they seem to have fixed it. So, and other than just the coloration differences, is the exact same in vehicle mode as Aragon and Blue Cog. Now, another way that the instructions show to put this together is to take the arms and plug this peg into this hole and this peg into this hole. I know that sounds weird when you say it out loud. And just when I said the tolerances were better, I didn't say they were perfect, I just said they were better. There we go with that. And of course he has ports where you can port in the other weapons however that you would like. And one of the things that it recommends in the instructions, if I can get this split back apart, there we go, is to put these grenades in these ports here on the sides of the front. And there it goes, wanting to come apart again. And then, I guess you could put these back where they started at, although that's a little close. Or I suppose you could put them like that. That actually looks a little better. And I'm not sure, with these guns being where they are, I'm not sure you could really put anything here that would really make sense, because it would kind of be in the way. And I like to take this one and make it the long rifle. And again, you can put these together however you like. I'm just putting them together how they look like they go together to me. The triple barrel on this piece. And so there he is, all kind of armed up, not all the way armed up, but somewhat armed. And then, oh yes, I actually wish it had come with 2 of these. So there, we've got that. And I like to plug this barrel, the vented barrel, into this weapon. Like I said, I guess you can put it there. It kind of gets in the way, but also, you know, it does show that you can separate it like this, and that this is a separate vehicle from the rest of it. Now we'll go ahead and tell you, it rolls okay, and you know, that's about it. But here it is with all the weapons attached to it. And of course, you don't have to do it this way. You can put them on there any way you want, or put them on there not at all. But that does it for a look at the vehicle mode and the accessories. It's time for vehicle mode comparisons, and here we have Red Cog with Cog or Blue Cog, however he's supposed to be addressed now. I would assume just as Cog, and with the Power Dasher Aragon from the Amazon 3-pack with Hologram Mirage and I think Autobot Impactor. Here we have Red Cog with the Power Dasher Zetar, or Zetar, and from Kingdom, Weaponizer Slammer. And the Power Dasher Zetar is a Generation Selects. All Deluxe class. Here's Red Cog with Siege Deluxe class Weaponizer Brunt and the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Centurion Drone, who was a Generation Selects, and he came with all those goodie accessories. That, of course, had to be painted. Here's Red Cog with Fast Track and Black Rorichi. Hopefully I said that correctly. Black Rorichi, well, they're both a Deluxe class. Fast Track was a general release, and Black Rorichi was a Gen Selects. And of course, Black Rorichi goes with Black Zarak, while Fast Track, of course, goes with Scorponok. Here's Red Cog with our last Power Dasher, Aragon. And I think Aragon is, you know, I think he has nice paint apps on him. He was also a Deluxe class Generation Selects release. And here is Red Cog with our last Weaponizer from Siege, 6-gun. Because originally he was made out of 6 guns. Here's our last set of comparisons. The Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Amazon exclusive Leader class Earthrise Alternate Universe or Dead Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our show where I attempt to transform this Transformer or disassemble and reassemble him.
No disassemble! Red Cog alive!
So, first of all, let's pull the weapons off. Then, let's pull the arms off. And the legs are going to just fall off by themselves. And while we've got that done, let's go ahead and tilt the head up. And then rotate it 90 degrees so that it's facing forward. And the legs come off. And these parts where the legs peg in, turn them straight down. And you'll see there's a port right here in the middle. And the upper body, you'll see there's a peg right here. And just peg that port in. And then take the legs and plug them back in with these plugs, posts facing out and the treads facing out. So there's that. Uh-oh, forgot to pull these parts off.
Oh, I've got grenade arms.
And then we'll put the arms on, and of course you want the hollow parts facing backwards. So there you go. And there's a port right here. And the peg is right there. And there we go. Red Cog, my friends, all transformed. Or reassembled.
Red Cog reassembled!
Let's take a look at Red Cog in his robot mode. And here we have, you know, that very red head that's molded, I'm assuming, and that's the way it appears, in red plastic, and then it has paint for the visor here, and that looks pretty sharp. And just like the original Cog, no light pip. And Autobot Tampo, a few paint apps here and there, some red right here, the silvers right here, and of course the visor, which I already mentioned, and then the red on the hubcaps here. That's on all the hubcaps, and some of this is paint up in here, and maybe down in here. I'm not sure which is. I'm assuming this piece from the elbow down is all molded in black, and this is the painted part right here, and then I think this part and the barrel here and the silver part are the painted parts on this, which is molded in red, but as you can see, this is different two tones there. And if they're not both red or shades of red, don't make fun of handicapped people. I'm colorblind. And you know, really hollow on the backside. Now, as far as the accessories, you can use them with Red Cog, or you can use them with other folks, however you'd like to do it. But you can take those grenade halves and put them right on there. And then, of course, the standard Cog weapons, you can just peg in the arms, or whatever you want to do with it. Give him the long rifle. And again, these pieces are mostly mix and match, so you can do whatever you're physically able to do with them. That does not like to stay on there. So there's that, and then we still have 2 guns left over. So let's see. He's got some ports in the back here. And you can, weapon storage. You can put them down, or you can put them up. Whichever way you desire. And let's get those things off of him. Let's talk about his articulation. After I get all the stuff off of him, I'm going to leave grenades on. They're fine. So, at the head, he can look up as part of transformation. He can't really look down. He can do the full exorcist, although it takes a little finagling. At the arms, and there's a grenade popped off anyway. At the arms, you can get that much bend out of them, and then it's on a swivel there also, so it does swivel around, and you can finagle it and get a full 360 degrees. At the elbow, a single bend with more than 90 degrees. We'll do a full 360 degree rotation at the shoulder. He does have a 360 degree waist rotation. At the legs, see if I can get the arms out of the way. He can give you the full splits. He can kick forward past 90 degrees and back about 90 degrees, and right there where it comes apart, you can swivel it around, and a single bend at the knee, and it will give you, a pretty good bit of bend there. Mostly that's due to transformations. Now, one thing I don't ever do on weaponizers, fossilizers, modulators rather, is show like their weaponizer type stuff where they combine up with the other Autobots or Decepticons as weapon parts. But there we go. That was a look at Red Cog in his robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have Red Cog with Cog or Blue Cog, however we're determining to address him now. And the Power Dasher Generation Selects Aragon. Here we have Red Cog with the Generation Selects Power Dasher Zetar, or Zetar, however you pronounce it, and Kingdom Slammer. Here's Red Cog with War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Weaponizer Brunt, and the Generation Select Cybertronian Centurion Drone. The one that come with the multi-pack with Optimus Prime's gun and the Ravage cage and all those good little accessories that needed some paint. Here's Red Cog with the Earthrise Fast Track and Generations Selects Black Rorichi. And I hope I said that right. Fast Track, of course, goes with Scorponok, while Black Rorichi goes with Black Zarak. They turn into some really crappy spears as weaponizers. If you don't believe me, check out my review. Here is Red Cog with the Siege Weaponizer 6-gun that goes with Metroplex and the Generation Selects Power Dasher Chromar. For our final set of comparisons, here we have Red Cog with the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Deluxe class Red Cog, I really have to say, unless you just really wanted the red one to match up with what was in the Netflix animation, or just really wanted the accessories that come with this one, you know, it really can be a pass if you're not a completionist. The paint's okay, the alt mode, the robot mode, you know, they are what they are. And, you know, in vehicle mode where the front half plugs into the back half is slightly improved over the original Blue Cog. Or Cog, whichever, you know, however we're supposed to say who he is now. So I guess since we're differentiating by color, he's Blue Cog now. But, you know, like I said, the two biggest draws of this one, number one is the accessories that he comes with. That's the biggest draw. And then number two is the fact that he's red as he appeared in the Netflix animation. And, you know, if you're not a stickler for either one of those things, then this can definitely be a pass for you. Or unless you do like I did, which I was originally going to pass on this guy. But Target had a sale on them, and I thought it was for a decent price, so I picked it up. Mainly just for the accessories, really. You know, by no means is it an outstanding figure. It wasn't an outstanding figure back in, 2019 when Blue Cog came out. So, it are what it be, I suppose. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing or continuing to support this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both. That is even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.